how you got my hand? You're twisting that. I'm American, bro.
Yo, these guys are literally based off of skin color.
He's not late, bro. I just you. I got a new ID with.
My homie was born here just because of the way he looks.
That was footage of East LA resident Brian Gavidia being arrested by ICE agents earlier this summer. Now, in that video, you can hear him telling the agents that he's an American citizen and that he was born here. But that didn't stop them. They eventually let him go, but took his cell phone and ID. Now, to this day, he says he has never received his ID back. Interestingly, Gavidia voted for President Trump in the last election. But because of this experience, he now says he regrets his vote. Scenes like this have become far too common under the Trump administration's ramped up deportation efforts, but that hasn't deterred people from fighting back. Gavidia is part of an ACLU lawsuit against the Trump administration's immigration enforcement tactics, namely what they say is the systematic targeting of brown people. Brian Gavidia joins us now to discuss. Brian, thank you for being here. You know, for many people, the notion that a new Trump presidency was going to come with a particular impact to many communities of color was not a surprise, nor was it a secret. And so, as someone who did vote for Donald Trump, walk me through where you are now, because in so many ways, it would be easy to suggest that perhaps you should have seen this coming.
I'd like to start off by saying one thing. We, the people of this nation, will not stand down to this injustice. Know your rights, fight for what you believe in. God bless America, and God bless the Constitution.
I appreciate that, and I thank you for that sentiment. And so I do want to revisit, as a former Trump voter, please just can you walk me through the trajectory of how you began with someone in support of President Trump when he was pretty clear about where he was going and what his policies were and what he wanted to do, to now someone who is in effect suing this administration?
I feel disgusted. I truly feel disgusted. I never thought that our people would get, treated like this. I never felt that our communities would get attacked. I never felt that any of this was going to happen. And I truly believe that what's going on today is not only unconstitutional, but it's unmoral, and we need to stop this right now.
Brian, can I ask you really quickly, the convention, the Republican convention, they had signs up that said mass deportations. Did you not know about it, or did you know about it and say this is not going to happen to me?
I believed it was going to happen to hardened criminals. I didn't believe it was going to happen to, day laborers, our farm workers. I didn't believe they were going to be the ones attacked. And it's just disgusting. It's truly disgusting that, people are afraid for their lives right now. And we have actually people dying in their hands. It's disgusting.
DHS Secretary Kristi Noem, of course, part of the Trump administration, she has repeatedly said that ICE, DHS agents, that they are not profiling people by their racial background, the language that they speak. I see you shaking your head. What do you think this administration is actually doing?
Like, what happened to me? If that is not the case, what happened to me? What happened to many of these people that are getting attacked today? Many of them are citizens. Many of them, have legal status, and they're still getting attacked. There's no due process. There's no right way to do this, right now. Like, what are we actually doing? What are we doing today?
Can I ask you, how did it feel when those agents came up to you? They kind of had your back against the wall. Many Americans have seen these scenes unfolded, but they don't know personally what it is actually like to have a federal officer in front of them. Can you bring us into that experience?
It's a scary feeling, without a doubt. At the end of the day, the racial profiling you. So right then and there, at that very moment, regardless of your status, regardless of what you've done in life, you are a criminal. At that very moment, you are a criminal, and you are the worst of the worst. And that is disgusting.
Well, Brian, you yelled out that you were born in Los Angeles. You're an American citizen. Did you feel like it was just yelling in vain? Like, what was the reception when they were trying to arrest you?
Like I stated, I'm American. He still grabbed me. He didn't care. He didn't care. He saw that I was brown, and that was enough to say this guy is illegal.
So talk to me about the lawsuit that you filed with the ACLU. What are you hoping to achieve with this? What is justice going to look like for you? This is not an administration that seems to be willing to stop these raids, despite the concerns that you and others have documented that we're seeing every day. What are you hoping to achieve with this ACLU lawsuit?
My main goal is for the government to follow the law and to follow the law that they themselves have placed, and to respect our citizens and to respect the people. At the end of the day, we all have constitutional rights, documented or undocumented. We are protected by the Constitution, and I want them to follow the law. That's it. Follow the law.
All right, Brian Gavidia, thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry that this has happened to you, but greatly appreciate you sharing your story and experience with us and the rest of the country.